Folks, good morning. What's up? This is Michael on the graveyard shift in the wee hours of the night with your daily trivia question. I'm going to tell you right now, folks, there is a very gusty and chilly cold front blowing through, or it has been blowing through all night long, and I've watched like the temperature drop 20 degrees easy in the last couple of hours, actually. So while you may not have needed your jacket last night, well, if you were walking around and before you went to bed, you are definitely going to need it this morning. I can tell you that because there's wind chill out there too, for sure. It's going to be a windy, gusty day if this keeps up. Anyways, the answer to the previous trivia question was, happy Tuesday, by the way. The answer to the previous trivia question was shell shock. What we knew back in the day, as I like to say, a phrase I overuse as shell shock. There's a number of terms that were acceptable for the answer to the trivia question as well. It goes by combat fatigue, war neurosis, and what we know today as post-traumatic stress disorder. It has its origins going as far back as ancient times, believe it or not. It is a mental health condition, and I want to say that again. It is a mental health condition that occurs when someone witnesses or experiences a severely traumatic event. This can include war or combat, serious accidents, natural disasters, terrorism, violence occurrences, childhood trauma. It is not exclusive to war and combat. People with the disorder may experience symptoms such as frequent fear, stress, anxiety stemming from the traumatic event. They may relive the event with flashbacks, nightmares, have intense and often disturbing thoughts, etc., and feelings related to the event. They sometimes avoid people, places, and situations that remind them of the trauma. Back when it was referred to as shell shock during the World War I era, we didn't know a whole lot about it. We didn't know a whole lot about treatment for it. And just the research for what would become known as post-traumatic stress disorder wasn't as well known. It actually wasn't until the 1980s that the American Psychiatric Association added the health issue to its diagnosis of manual of mental health, mental disorders. And we learned more about it, quite frankly. And again, it's not just exclusive to people who are in war and in combat. Anybody can experience post-traumatic stress disorder. Today, about 7.7 million American adults have post-traumatic stress disorder, according to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. We are doing, there's a ton of people who are doing everything they can to do away with the stigma of having PTSD and making help readily available to those who need it, for sure. So that's a little history on what was once known as shell shock. Of course, we don't use that term anymore. And research it additionally if you are so inclined. And if you need help, you can definitely reach out. There's all kinds of resources that are available. All righty, that brings us to today's trivia question for December 7th on this day in 1995. Folks, this is a great trivia question. Check this out. On this day in 1995, in a written statement to their huge tie-dye wearing fan base, this band ends months of speculation by announcing it will break up after the death of their lead singer, saying that the, quote, long, strange trip is over. This is a triple challenge. Name the fan base, name the band, and name the lead singer who died. Oh, yeah. Have a good day, folks. I love you guys. Peace out.